We got things to do. What up, y'all? It's your boy Big Boosie. Y'all know what it is. Back. Want to get into something real quick. Street knowledge once again. Bring y'all some knowledge of what's going on out there. We're gonna talk about the boy Young Thug. So I don't know if everybody hearing it, but so far they out there saying that they got a police that's going to actually, they put in a motion for police to come up and, take the stand and talk about how Young Thug was snitching or have snitched back in the day behind inside of the police car. And so now, the word now, as soon as that reached the streets, everybody want to call him a snitch now. And didn't even hear no facts about nothing. Y'all real loosely with that word snitch. That ain't cool. That's not a good bone to put on nobody, calling nobody a snitch or a rat, unless you see paperwork or you see substantial amount of evidence that actually prove that this person is a snitch. So now they're trying to tarnish a black man's name, especially if he in there and he's living under the right code and the right ethics, the right morals, and y'all want to tear him down. It's y'all would be worse than the actual police or prosecutor themselves. It's like you're innocent until proven not guilty. I mean, you're guilty until proven innocent. Not innocent until proven guilty. Don't call nobody no snitch. That's not cool. It's not a good thing. It's not a good feeling, especially when you're not a snitch. That's not cool. So my thing is this. I always tell people, y'all got to watch how them prosecutors work, man. Especially in the big boy cases. They will have somebody, and it's been known for years, they will have somebody on the stand pointing a finger at you, saying that you gave them drugs and did work with them and met up with them a substantial amount of times. And you wouldn't even know this person from a can of paint. But they painted the picture so good that the jury would actually believe it. And it's legal in their court of law. And you have to prove that you don't know this person. Now, what's so slick about it is because if you was a juror and a guy was pointing the finger at a guy that's the defendant, you would say, well, how he don't know this person? But this guy's saying where he normally eat lunch at, what time he wake up every day. But the jurors not understanding that game, that they was already coerced and gave information on how to rehearse it and practice it before they get on the stand. So now they're going to have this officer get up there and try to make him look like he was a snitch. Back then, they're trying to say, they're basically saying when he was a juvenile, which I don't think juvenile cases should be even brought back up once you're a juvenile. How that happens, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments how that happened. But, for instance, what if he wasn't a juvenile, right? And they saying years ago he was in the back seat of the car telling. Even if that was so, you would have to have it recorded before you actually try to make a real case out of it. If you don't have him recorded saying nothing about whoever he told on, that's not a legitimate telling situation if that happened. Meaning, you can't prove that unless it was recorded. So why should we believe the officer that this guy actually told? How we know you're not lying on this person just to damage a person's reputation? Like I said in one of my episodes, the police always tell when somebody snitch. They're going to tell a person who got snitched on that their comrade told on them. But even if they told in the police car, once they take you downtown, they want to hear the same thing that you said in that police car inside of that police station, and they'll have they'll have the tape recorder ready. And not only that, what does him telling way back then when he was a young boy have to do with this case right now? So they're trying to really damage his reputation all the way to the bottom as much as they can. So now they'll damage his reputation. He can't make music no more. And make money, and it'll make their case look better, and it'll make the guys that did cop out to whatever they copped out that was with him wouldn't feel bad, I guess. But I don't understand the point. But if he did snitch on somebody and it's valid and they have valid information, these are the things that we tell the youth why not to get caught up in these streets, because your past will haunt you. It will haunt you if you're still doing the same devilish things that you was doing back then. Now, I don't believe in your past haunting you if you did certain things and was committing crime back then and you got your mind right and left that world alone and chilled out. You're not doing that no more. I don't believe your past should haunt you if you change your life. Every person should have a chance to turn their life around and be a productive citizen out here and not have their past being brought up and held against them. And I was watching the Akademics guy. He said some pretty good points, and he was saying that it wasn't he don't feel it's right that they put a police involved with it that can say that Thugg told him information on somebody or in a case, because of how Thugg wasn't lying to finesse him to get out of it. It might not have been true what he said and who he was saying it on, which is a fact. He can get up there and lie and say what Thugg said, or he might tell the truth that Thugg said what he said, but what if it's not the truth? Thugg just told him something just to get out of their clutches. That had been done before. Guys are telling them they're gonna help them, they're gonna work, and they get out of their clutches and they disappear and vanish and never come back. That has been done. Excuse me. But what I don't agree with Akademics, he said, well, if he didn't tell the snitch, then why would Thugg's lawyer don't want that officer to, get up there and on the stand and talk about it if he don't have nothing to worry about? This is the case about that. Being an Akademics is not a street guy. He tell you he's not a street guy. I respect that. What happens is, if the officer do get up there, that puts reasonable doubt inside the juror's head that Thugg is a problem on them streets, been a problem since a kid. And listening to what the officer's saying, it might paint a whole vivid picture in their head that he does play the games of what he's accused for right then and there. So the less things to put in the juror's head as possible is better, whether he told to that officer or not, because that's really irrelevant to the case that's going on right now. So they're trying to paint a picture of something that's old when they don't have no real substantial evidence, due to the fact that he told in the back of the car, allegedly told in the back seat of the car. So I don't think that's fair to bring in an officer that can just say that he told and they don't have nothing on him. Because it's all, everybody know police lie. Lie and lie and lie. And he's a retired officer, so he really shouldn't have no reason to lie, but it's still in his blood. It's still in his blood. He have a TV show out right now, so he's still maneuvering and making moves and reenacting what he did, so it's still in his blood. And if he already was pursuing those type of guys when he was on the force, he still don't care nothing about sending nobody to jail unlegitimately. So I don't think that, Akademics was like, I don't agree with him on that, should I say. But it's unfair and it's crazy. If you don't really have no tape recorder with him saying nothing in that backseat, if you don't have a tape recorder with him getting down to the police station and saying nothing, that's the real main thing. If you don't even have that, how could somebody get on the stand without having a proof of what somebody done and just going to go about what they said or was said to them. Hopefully the judge don't let that be admitted in court to happen if they don't have real proof, because that wouldn't be fair to a brother that's on trial fighting for his life right now. That's all I'm saying. If he did wrong, then the prosecution should have enough evidence to actually, win their case. They shouldn't have to take some from the side and bring and mix in the mix that really is irrelevant and there's no real facts to stand on once that officer take the case. That's not good. That's not fair. A part of actually calling it having a fair trial, that's not good, man. So y'all let me know in the comments down low what y'all think about that. Is y'all think that that would be fair to Thugg as far as them having a officer take the stand without no real proof that he snitched? And stop calling somebody a snitch until you actually know. Just because you hear it one time, now it takes off like a wildfire. Just keep going and going, like a tidal wave, keep going and going. Negative information. But when somebody's saying something good about somebody, no tidal waves happen, no wildfires happens. You want to just run with the negative part because it sounds good, but it's not good to play with nobody's reputation if that's not true. Never say nobody snitch without seeing their paperwork, because in real life, those are the type of things that can get a person hurt. Saying it without seeing paperwork. And I'm just giving it to y'all raw how certain people think out there, man. So, yep, you rolling with your boy Big Boosie, man. I'll see y'all in a minute. I got something else coming up good for y'all. I got the story of how people get themselves killed due to drug deals and them thinking they're slick. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification button, hit that like button. Your boy Big Boosie, man. I'll see y'all in a little while.